In the grand tapestry of Stoic philosophy, Musonius Rufus emerges not merely as a theorist but as a fervent advocate for philosophy as a way of life. Unlike his contemporaries who often delved into abstract metaphysics, Rufus championed the practical aspects of Stoicism, teaching that true wisdom comes not from mere knowledge but from living virtuously every day. His lessons, deeply embedded in the routines of daily life, encourage us to question our impulses and align our actions with ethical principles. Consider the profound simplicity of Rufus' words: "It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it." In our current era, where information, both true and false, floods our lives incessantly, Rufus' wisdom serves as a critical tool for navigating the complexities of modern society. This quote underscores the essential skill of critical thinking, urging us not just to passively consume information but to actively engage with different perspectives, test their validity, and decide whether they merit our belief. Such discernment is more crucial now than ever, as it empowers us to cut through the noise of pervasive misinformation and make informed decisions. Open-mindedness, as Rufus teaches, transcends mere tolerance. It involves a dynamic engagement with diverse ideas, examining them thoughtfully before forming a judgment. This philosophical stance challenges us to expand our mental boundaries and embrace intellectual diversity as a means to personal and communal growth. The practical application of this in today's polarized society could not be more pertinent. Imagine a world where political debates and social interactions are approached with genuine curiosity rather than immediate judgment. Open-mindedness in this context fosters understanding and can bridge the chasms that divide us. Discernment is the ability to judge well, to sift through a barrage of information and distinguish between what is worthwhile and what is not. Musonius Rufus' philosophy compels us to cultivate this skill, not just as an academic exercise but as a daily practice. To foster discernment, one might begin by questioning the source of each piece of information. Is it credible? What biases might color it? Furthermore, engaging in regular reflection sessions can help. By setting aside time to reflect on the day's input and our reactions to it, we can train our minds to better evaluate the veracity and utility of various ideas. Such exercises not only enhance our ability to think critically but also fortify us against the seductive simplicity of echo chambers. In advocating for a philosophical approach to education, Musonius Rufus inspires a profound rethinking of our educational goals. Education, he suggests, should transcend the accumulation of knowledge and instead focus on fostering critical thinking and ethical discernment. This shift challenges educators to cultivate not just scholars but wise thinkers who can navigate the complexities of human life with moral clarity and intellectual agility. Imagine a curriculum that prioritizes debates, ethical dilemmas, and real-world problem-solving scenarios over rote memorization. Such an education system would not only prepare students to excel in their careers but also equip them to contribute meaningfully to society. The implications of integrating Stoic principles into contemporary education are far-reaching. Policymakers and educators might consider how educational environments could be structured to encourage not just learning, but also critical engagement with ideas. For instance, introducing interdisciplinary studies that combine science with philosophy or economics with ethics could provide students with a more holistic understanding of the world. These initiatives could be supported by case studies showing innovative educational systems that have successfully embraced these principles, thereby serving as a model for reforming education worldwide. Understanding and overcoming bias is a critical component of the educated mind Musonius Rufus describes. Every day, we are influenced by a plethora of biases, some we recognize, others operate silently within us. Rufus' philosophy provides a framework for acknowledging and addressing these biases, advocating for a practice of continual self-examination and reflection. This process involves identifying our prejudices and actively working against them, a practice that can be enhanced by engaging with a diverse range of thoughts and experiences. To effectively combat biases, Rufus would likely recommend philosophical exercises, such as negative visualization, where one imagines the worst-case scenario to temper expectations and reactions, or the practice of daily reflection to critically assess one's thoughts and decisions. By integrating such Stoic exercises into our daily routines, we not only become more aware of our biases but also better equipped to challenge them. This section could include a detailed analysis of cognitive biases, supplemented by modern psychological insights, to illustrate how deeply our perceptions can be colored by unrecognized prejudices. Additionally, sharing stories or studies that highlight the impact of these practices on personal and professional decision-making could serve as powerful illustrations of their value. Musonius Rufus champions skepticism as a virtue, not merely as a defensive stance, but as an active engagement with the world's ideas. This nuanced understanding of skepticism involves maintaining a balance between openness to new ideas and cautious scrutiny of their implications. Historically, skepticism has been a tool for philosophers to avoid dogmatism and promote rational thought. In contemporary society, fostering a constructive form of skepticism could serve as an antidote to the spread of misinformation and uncritical acceptance of media narratives. To balance doubt and belief effectively, individuals can practice a series of guided questions that encourage thoughtful skepticism. What is the source of this information? What might someone with an opposing viewpoint say? How does this idea align with known facts? By encouraging such inquiries, we not only sharpen our critical thinking but also foster a more informed and empathetic citizenry. This section could explore historical perspectives on skepticism, from Socrates to modern thinkers, illustrating how this philosophical stance has evolved yet remains crucial in encouraging a more thoughtful and less polarized society. Linking Musonius Rufus' teachings with Ptahhotep's ancient wisdom, this section delves into the power of intellectual humility. Rufus' insistence on the ability to entertain a thought without accepting it complements Ptahhotep's call for humility in dialogue. Intellectual humility involves recognizing our cognitive limitations and being open to learning from others, regardless of their status or credentials. This virtue is essential for true dialogue and is a prerequisite for both personal growth and effective leadership. Presenting case studies of historical and contemporary leaders who exemplified intellectual humility could vividly illustrate its impact. These narratives can show how humility has facilitated breakthroughs in science, resolved conflicts in politics, and fostered innovation in business. Encouraging readers to cultivate intellectual humility, perhaps through practices like reflective journaling or engaging in discussions with diverse groups, can help them appreciate different perspectives and foster a deeper understanding of complex issues. In a world marked by division, the ability to engage in philosophical dialogue is more valuable than ever. Musonius Rufus' teachings encourage us to not only think deeply but also to communicate our ideas effectively. This section can explore how fostering dialogue can bridge divides, drawing on Rufus' principles and modern examples of successful dialogue initiatives. Practical guidance on initiating and sustaining meaningful conversations could be offered, emphasizing techniques such as active listening, asking open-ended questions, and expressing ideas clearly and respectfully. This part of the article could also suggest platforms and forums where readers can practice engaging in dialogue, such as community discussion groups, online forums, or local philosophical meetups. Highlighting successful examples of dialogue in diverse settings, from community town halls to international diplomatic negotiations, can inspire readers to become proponents of dialogue in their own communities. Synthesizing the wisdom of Musonius Rufus, this article concludes by reiterating the transformative power of an educated mind, one that embraces open-mindedness, skepticism, and humility while engaging thoughtfully in dialogue. Readers are encouraged to see these philosophical practices not just as abstract ideals but as practical tools that can lead to personal fulfillment, and societal improvement. Reflecting on the timeless nature of these philosophical insights, the article closes with a powerful reminder of the enduring relevance of engaging with philosophy as a way of life. By integrating the teachings of Musonius Rufus and Ptah-hotep, readers are invited to explore not only what it means to live an examined life but also how such a life can contribute to a more thoughtful, respectful, and connected world. It is the mark of an educated mind to be able to entertain a thought without accepting it. Musonius Rufus.